And that was how Madam Foreign Personality, Madam International, was found blabbing on live TV. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, I was just so thankful that EBUKA drilled Sabrina about that nasty statement she made about the wager task, Big Brother giving housemates that are not, like she was indirectly saying that the housemates were not exposed enough, such a brief, and that Nigerians do not know the meaning of a ball. That of all the housemates, it is at least only 3 of them that are foreign nationalities that actually understand the meaning of a ball, you know. So I was so thankful that EBUKA called her out on her bullshit, because watching Sabrina blab, struggling to defend her I'm sorry, but it has to be said, struggling to defend her lack of self-control, struggling to defend her loose tongue, guys, that was the highlight of tonight's first live eviction show of the season for me. You know, to top it all up, her so-called friend Ibifubara also joined in calling her out, saying that, oh, before you say it's a lie, I was there, I heard you. Now, frankly speaking, I can't really remember seeing Ibifubara in that room, because it was Sabrina and Rude Boy sitting on one of the beds in one of the rooms, right? So the camera was focused on them. I can't really remember if there was any other housemate in the room at that point in time. But Ibifubara raising a hand to further implicate Sabrina, oh my God, that was just the icing on the cake for me, and I loved it. And you see, I'm going to say this for real, as exposed, as educated, and as an overachiever that Sabrina is, the one thing that could definitely bring her down on the show this season is her mouth. Because if there's one thing the viewers do not like, it is outrightly insulting the intelligence of Nigerians. Especially Nigerians are not nice when you drag them like that on live TV, when you want to play on Nigerians intelligence, when you want to make it look like all Nigerians are dumb. They will teach you a lesson, because they will have to remind you that, hey, hold on a second, so you're going to be in that house yapping your mouth and spilling trash about the people who will vote you to win. So if you're thinking that you can actually insult all the people that are going to be responsible for giving you longevity in the game by virtue of their votes and support, if you think that they're going to receive all of your insults, smile, and then give you the money, you must be joking. So once again, massive accolades to EBUKA on the way he called out Sabrina tonight. It had to be done. But you see, frankly speaking, I do not think it's really going to make any difference with Sabrina, because Sabrina is like a loose cannon. Yeah, she's got an unbridled tongue. Every time she opens her mouth, she says the most interesting things and even the most absurd things. Yes, and guys, I knew I wasn't the only one that thought that way, because whilst the interaction was going on between Sabrina and EBUKA, Otega looked ashamed on her behalf, because he had actually warned her about certain things before. The guy looked ashamed. He couldn't even look at the screen at EBUKA. The guy would look up and then he would look down, like he doesn't even want EBUKA to even bring that kind of conversation to him at all, because he understands the implication of the nonsense that she said. And it didn't even help that she was trying to defend herself in the most ridiculous and precarious manner, because there was nothing to say. And even when she was lying, EBUKA kept on reiterating that this is what you said. And she couldn't really defend it. She was just blabbing. She was saying a lot of rubbish, like a lot of words were coming out of her mouth, but they lacked substance to clearly explain what she meant, what she had said and what she meant. So, good luck to Sabrina as she plays the game this season. I mean, she has a good head on her shoulder when it comes to the game, but in terms of the things that comes out of her mouth, her classist mentality keeps on blocking her sense of reasoning. And I really hope that it does not result in a downfall this season. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that said, officially we're getting into this video as we break down the events of the first live eviction show of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, no need for introductions, you already know who I am. I'm just going to quickly jump right into it. And I tell you all that whilst watching the show tonight, I was super impressed with the way things were happening. I noticed that, listen, there's something different about this season. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but production is currently in alignment with us, the viewers, and it's a good thing. Now, what do I mean? I remember that in previous seasons, when EBUKA comes on the stage during the first live eviction show especially, he's usually asking questions like, oh, who is your fave already? Have you found your fave? You know, which housemates has caught your eye already? You know, that kind of thing. And you see, questions like that tends to encourage viewers to just base their initial judgment or their first impression of the housemates based on physical attributes, physical looks, pretty privilege, and whatever, probably even tribe and culture and whatnot. Yeah. But tonight I was super impressed when EBUKA came on the stage, and he took it upon himself to remind the viewers that, listen, take your time, watch the housemates, look out for those ones that are giving you entertainment, the ones that are entertaining you. Look out for those ones. Do not be too keen on the ones you feel are pretty, you know, the pretty ones, the ones that you feel like you want to give pity votes, because they are actually doing their best. I mean, guys, just the same thing that Glory Elijah constantly says on this channel. Pretty privilege is not enough for a housemate to win a competition, because at the end of the day, it's not a beauty pageant. It's not a fashion show. It's a game. There's an entertainment involved to be delivered. So look out for those housemates who are actually delivering on all sides, but more importantly, entertaining you, because that is how to vote. So once again, massive accolades to production and EBUKA, of course, for doing the right thing, because this is how to set the pace for the season. Moving on to EBUKA's interaction with the housemates. EBUKA had given them accolades, right? But I love the way he had toned down the accolades, because you see, there's that thing of, if you show the housemates that, oh my God, people have really done a great job entertaining the viewers all week, they might become laxed, right? So I love the way he said, well, people tried, you know, to make it look like you tried, but your best is not good enough. So that is going to really motivate them to do the most, like the utmost most, beginning from tonight. And guys, it's making me feel already like we're in for an explosive second week this season, yeah? So aside giving them accolades for the parties, I love the fact that he called out Mide, that Mide looked bored at the pool party, and Mide looked shocked. I'm like, I don't understand. Is there another Mide there? My friend, sit down and receive your blame, because she was like this. I'm like, hey, who are you? My sister, take the blame. Take the blame right now. Take it. Yeah, take it. Yeah, because during the pool party, everybody was dancing, like seriously raving. This girl sat down on the swing. I was doing. I'm like, I don't understand. Queen Elizabeth. No, what is remaining is for you to lift up your hand and be doing like this. Let us know that you came for, what they call it, is it a beauty competition or whatever, because it was just so annoying. And then Bright joined her as well. Anyways, let me not be too quick to judge these ones, because as I said, I just want to give them that benefit of doubt that they will unleash very soon. I mean, very, very soon. And it looks like those two, it is through shipping that they want to use to launch their explosion in the house. We will wait and see. Now, EBUKA moved on to the head of house, and he had asked the head of house what happened with their wager, like it was a disaster. And I love the fact that the head of house admitted that it was actually a collective fault. Everybody was clashing with so many ideas, and they missed the vital points, you know, to mark the wager. And that was actually fair enough. I mean, fair enough, because that was actually the truth. EBUKA had moved on to the conversation about, you know, winning the head of house. He had moved on to culture for this particular question. And this was based on the conversation that had happened between culture, Denari, and Tracy in the kitchen area. That was on Friday, after the housemates lost their wager. I did a video about it, guys, in case you can't remember. So he had asked Culture about what he had said, you know, that this one, that winning the head of house and the whole responsibilities that comes with it is so heavy. He doesn't think he is ready for it. So he would rather win the head of house title maybe in the 4th week and not now. So EBUKA asked him, you know, why? Why is he running away from the position of head of house? That he wasn't even the only one that had that conversation. A lot of the housemates in different corners, they had that conversation, that what is it that is chasing them from winning the head of house? And Kocho explained that it is more easier to take care of animals than human beings, which is true, 100%. And the housemates were like, so Ebuka was like, do you mean that your fellow housemates are animals? He said, no, that look at these people. They are so difficult to lead. And it is true. So he said that the responsibilities, it's really tough. It's not easy. So he doesn't think he is ready to handle such a huge responsibility. Hence the reason he made that statement. So Ebuka moved on to Tracy, because Tracy was asking the question of, okay, if you win the head of house, what will you do different that the current head of house did not do? Because that was Denari blaming what's his name now? JJ, as they call him. Is it Jesse J? You know, blaming him for not properly leading the house to victory on the wager task. And Ebuka had asked that, okay, you don't want the head of house role. Do you know that it comes with immunity? So you don't want immunity? And so she said, no, that she didn't say she doesn't want immunity. She wants immunity, but she does not want responsibilities. And I'm like, well, that is why it is said that, is it to whom much is given, much is expected. That is why the head of house title comes with that immunity as compensation to whoever wears the crown and yields the power of authority. Did I say power of authority? Jesus, tautology. Anyways, whoever yields that authority, yeah, because it's a lot of work. Even people that knows that it's a lot of work. So most housemates, they shy away from it. Most people win the head of house title just because they want the immunity and, of course, the privacy of the head of house lounge and some of the other perks that comes with the title. Now, at this point, Ebuka moved on to Joanna and asked her about housemates who have been under the radar. And I love the fact that that question went to Joanna as well, although I wished that question had gone to Dan Broski, right? But then it went to Joanna, and we know that it's because Joanna has been sort of been under the radar. She's not been really doing much. Whenever things are happening around the house, she's just like this, like a spectator inside the mansion. And she said that she doesn't think the housemates are intimidated, or maybe they are just hiding, that people just have different personalities. And I'm like, well, we await the unleashing of your own personality, because at the moment we cannot see you. You are in that house where you're not necessarily present, so we cannot wait to experience your personality. Oh, Queen Mother, we cannot wait. Yes. And Ebuka moved on to Imisi. Asked Imisi about the speculation around the house that they probably have a fake housemate. So who does she think is a fake housemate? Imisi, of course, was quite confused, because who would she point at? Who would she pick? Ebuka just said, you know what, just pick anybody. And so she had chosen Doris. So Ebuka said, okay, why? Why do you think she's the one? It was like, Ebuka, me, I don't know. I just said what I said. I said, people should leave this girl alone. People should leave this girl alone. Because what do you want her to do? How do you want her to explain? Somebody that is always acting absent-minded. So what and what would she have seen that will clearly state that this person or that person is a fake housemate? It's exhausting for her already. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I love the fact that Ebuka, after scaring the housemates with eviction, which of course did not happen because it's an eviction-free week, Ebuka once again advised the housemate to give in their best, to entertain. That a lot of them are just laying around, they're just relaxed, they're just chilling, thinking that they know the game in and out, thinking that they know what's up. And guys, that is it. Some of the housemates, they discuss the game because, oh, I've been watching the show for a long time. We have the likes of Rue Boy, Isabella, you know, they would constantly say that, oh, they've been watching the show, this and that happens to this housemate, that housemate, this one. Even Doris too does the same thing. So Ebuka advised them to not think that they really know the show, because this season is quite different and they don't even know what's coming. So for those ones that are running away from immunity for via the head of house role, they need to reconsider and put their best foot forward. So ladies and gentlemen, that is how tonight's live eviction show ended. I'm super satisfied with how everything panned out, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share. And don't forget, tonight is the head of house challenge, and then tomorrow the head of house challenger Gloria Elijah will bring you guys all the updates. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.